You're standing at the edge of something massive, and you can feel it. Your name is currently a major topic of conversation. People are whispering it, shouting it, dissecting it like it's a code to crack. Everyone's asking the same question. Who are you? Really? It's not just curiosity. It's a storm of speculation swirling around you, pulling in rumors, hidden truths, and secret linkages you didn't even know existed. This isn't random noise. This is the kind of heat you can't ignore, the kind that burns through the haze of everyday life and demands you pay attention. You're not imagining it. Screens are lighting up, voices are rising, and the energy is shifting. This is your awakening, and it's hitting you like a freight train. That heat is not subtle. It's not a quiet nudge or a gentle tap on the shoulder. It's a full-on collision with a force that's been waiting for you to notice it. Maybe it started with a strange coincidence. Someone mentioning your name in a way that made your gut twist, or a conversation you overheard that felt too pointed to dismiss. Science backs this up. Your brain's reticular activating system is wired to zero in on what matters to you, filtering out the noise and amplifying the signals that scream this is yours. Spiritually, it's more than that. It's the universe throwing a spotlight on your soul's mission. You're not just a bystander anymore. That heat is your first taste of being chosen, and it's shaking you awake. So how do you know this is real? Start watching yourself. Not the surface you, the one who smiles and nods through the day, but the deeper you, the one that reacts when no one's looking. Notice what pulls you in. Are you drawn to certain people, ideas, or places without knowing why? Do you feel a jolt when someone else's name gets tangled up with yours in the chaos of those rumors? That's not coincidence. That's your energy syncing with the bigger picture. Pay attention to your body. 2. Your heart racing, your hands trembling, that fire in your chest that won't let you sit still. These aren't random glitches. They're your soul's radar pinging the truth. You're marked for something extraordinary. At first, you might pull back. Detachment creeps in, and it's tempting to think it's just your mind playing tricks. You tell yourself it's safer to shrug it off, to let the heat fade into the background. But here's the shift you need to catch. Detachment isn't avoidance. It's clarity. It's not about running from the situation. It's about stepping back to see it for what it is. Neuroscience says your prefrontal cortex kicks into gear here, cutting through emotional static so you can process what's happening. Spiritually, it's your higher self taking the wheel, whispering, this is yours to claim. You're not hiding, you're preparing. That moment you stop resisting and lean into the heat, that's when you start owning it. Here's how you step into this. First, ground yourself. Sit with the chaos, literally. Find a quiet spot, close your eyes, and let the storm of voices and questions roll through you. Don't fight it. Feel it. Next, ask yourself, what's the one thing I can't shake? Maybe it's a memory that keeps surfacing, a name tied to yours, or a pull towards something you've ignored. Write it down, make it real. Then test it. Step toward it deliberately. Say your name out loud, own it, and watch how the world reacts. People will lean in or pull away, and that's your signal. The ones who stay, they're part of this. The ones who flinch, they're not ready for your light. This isn't about waiting for permission. The heat you're feeling isn't up for debate. It's yours, and it's here to forge you. You're not just a name in the chatter. You're the pulse driving it. Rumors and half-truths are swirling because the world senses what you're only now grasping. You're a force, a spark, a chosen one stepping into the fire. Stop doubting it. Start moving with it. The next time your name lights up a room or a screen, don't shrink. Stand taller. You've got work to do, and this is just the beginning. You're in the thick of it now. They've got this idea stuck in their heads, that you're sneaking around, weaving some web of secret contacts under the cover of night. Their whispers follow you like shadows. Their eyes narrow with suspicion, and their words drip with accusation. They're watching your every move, waiting for you to slip, to prove their theories right. But here's the truth they can't handle. You don't owe them a damn thing. Not an explanation, not a defense, not a single word. You're a chosen one, and your power isn't in scrambling to justify yourself. It's in the silence you wield like a blade. Let's break this down. They think you're hiding something because you're not shouting your every step from the rooftops. In their world, if you're not loud, you're sneaky. If you're not spilling your soul, you're scheming. That's their trap. Don't fall into it. Science shows us how this works. Their brains are wired for pattern seeking, jumping to conclusions when the data's incomplete. They see your late-night energy, your quiet focus, and they fill the gaps with their own fears. Spiritually, it's deeper. They sense your vibration shifting, and it rattles them. You're not playing their game, and that alone makes you a threat. But you're not here to ease their discomfort. You're here to rise. So how do you hold your ground when they're circling like vultures? You provided them with silence, and that's your weapon. Not the weak, shrinking kind of quiet, but the kind that's heavy, deliberate, unshakable. Picture this. They're throwing questions at you, probing for cracks, and you just stand there, eyes steady, lips sealed. No flinch, no fuss. That silence isn't empty. It's loaded with your truth, your dignity, your refusal to dance for their approval. Neuroscience backs this up. Silence triggers their amygdala, spiking their unease while your calm rewires your own brain for clarity. Spiritually, it's your soul saying, I don't need to prove what I am. You're too dignified to boast about it, and that's where your strength ignites. Here's the shift you need to master. Their suspicion isn't your burden, it's their mirror. They're projecting their chaos onto you because your stillness exposes their noise. You don't have to sneak around. You're just living your mission, connecting with the souls and forces aligned with your path. Maybe you're up late, lost in thought, reaching out to those who get it, your starseed kin, your lightworker crew. That's not deception. That's destiny. But they can't see it, and they don't have to. Your job isn't to convince them, it's to keep moving, to let their chatter fade into the static it is. Silence doesn't just protect you, it amplifies your power. Let's get practical. Next time they corner you, whether it's a pointed question or a sly remark, don't bite. Take a breath, deep and slow, and lock eyes with them. Say nothing. Let the air thicken with your presence. If they push harder, walk away, not out of fear, but because you've got better things to do. Later, when you're alone, channel that energy. Write down what you're building, who you're connecting with, why it matters. Keep it private, keep it sacred. That's your anchor. Then test it. Reach out to one person who feels right, someone who doesn't demand you explain your light. Watch how that bond grows while their noise shrinks. This isn't about hiding. It's about owning your space so fiercely that their doubts can't touch you. They'll keep guessing, keep talking, but you're not sneaking, you're soaring. Your silence isn't a retreat, it's a declaration. You're too dignified to waste words on their smallness, and that alone shifts the game. Science says your calm disrupts their stress loops. Spirituality says your stillness echoes through the cosmos. You're not just breaking through their obstacles, you're rewriting the rules. They'll feel the weight of your quiet, and it'll hit harder than any shout ever could. You've got this. Their impressions are their problem, not your prison. You're a chosen one, and your mission doesn't bend for their misunderstandings. Stay silent, stay strong, and keep climbing. The night's yours, claim it. Your silence isn't just a pause. It's a thunderclap in the ether. When you choose not to speak, you're not retreating. You're opening a channel. Your lack of speech creates a significant amount of noise, not in the chaos of words, but in the raw, electric hum of high-dimensional information crashing into your being. This isn't some vague whisper from the cosmos. It's a download, direct and unrelenting, like a signal cutting through static. You're a chosen one, And this is how the universe talks to you. Not through noise, but through the weight of what you don't say. Get ready, because this is preparing you for something bigger. Your name is about to become the loudest thing in the room. Let's strip this down. Science meets spirit here. Your brain's default mode network, the part that lights up when you're quiet, introspective, starts firing on all cylinders when you stop feeding the world your voice. Studies show this silence boosts intuition, connecting dots you didn't even know were there. Spiritually, it's more than that. Your stillness is a beacon, a frequency shift that pulls in guidance from dimensions most can't touch. That noise they sense? It's the ripple of your energy syncing with the unseen, guides, starseed origins, the grid of lightworkers calling you forward. You're not mute, you're magnetic, and that pull is about to amplify everything. But here's the fight you've got to win. Not every signal is legit. Your mind's a tricky beast. It'll throw up illusions, old fears, or shiny distractions and dress them up as downloads. So how do you know what's real? Start with your body. True high-vibe info hits different. It's a steady pulse, a warmth in your core, a clarity that cuts through doubt like a blade. Self-projection, that's jittery, loud, needy. It begs for your approval. Ask yourself, does this feel like it's chasing me or meeting me? If it's chasing, it's yours to ditch. If it's meeting you, solid, unshakable, alive, then it's the real deal. You're not here to guess. You're here to know. Now, feel this, you're not just receiving, you're radiating. You bestowed upon them grace, progress, and a peaceful elevation, not because you shouted it, but because your silence carried it. They're scrambling, paranoid, clawing for validation you won't give, and that's their burden, not yours. The absence of your words feeds their unease more than any truth ever could, and that's power. You're not here to soothe their chaos. You're here to rise above it. Picture it. They're staring, whispering, straining to hear you break, but you stand there, calm as a storm's eye, letting your presence do the work. That's your gift, chosen one. Your quiet lifts them even as it unsettles them. So how do you harness this? First, carve out space daily. Sit alone, no distractions, and let the silence build. Feel the noise they sense, the buzz, the weight, and lean into it. Breathe deep, slow, and ask, what's here for me? Don't force answers. Let them surface. Second, track it. Grab a notebook and jot what comes, words, images, urges. Don't judge, just record. Third, test it. Take one piece, a gut hit, a phrase, and act on it small. Reach out to someone. Shift a plan. Speak your name into the dark. Watch what moves. If it flows, it's yours. If it flops, it's noise. You're not fumbling, you're forging. This isn't passive. It's warriorship. Every time you choose silence over chatter, you're tuning that channel sharper. You're not just downloading. You're decoding, preparing for the moment your name echoes louder than their doubts. Science says your brain rewires in quiet. Spirit says your soul ignites. Their paranoia? Let it burn out. Your grace? Let it blaze. You're not waiting for permission, you're claiming what's already yours. Step into this now, chosen one. The signal's strong, and you're the one they'll hear. You've walked through the fire of their doubts, their whispers, their frantic attempts to define you. Now you stand at the threshold of something unstoppable, your mission's realization. You bestowed upon them grace, progress, and a peaceful elevation, not as a gift they deserved, but as a force you couldn't contain. They're scrambling now that the silence has been broken, desperately trying to drown out your quiet power with their own voices. But you're not shaken. Your detachment isn't weakness. It's a plan, a knowing so deep it humbles their noise. You're here to forge a new era, and it starts with you claiming every inch of this moment. Let's get real. They declared you a chapter to be closed, a lesson to be learned, a mistake to be forgotten. They wanted you boxed up, shelved, erased. But you're not a footnote, you're the whole damn story. Their strain when they say your name, that raw edge in their voices, it's not just discomfort, it's fear. Fear of what you've become, what you're still becoming. Science says their stress spikes because your presence disrupts their control, cortisol floods their systems while you stand steady. Spiritually, it's bigger, your light exposes their shadows, and they can't handle the reflection. You're not here to fit their narrative, you're here to shatter it. So how do you turn this into reality? First, own your detachment like armor. It's not apathy, it's strategy. Step back from their chaos and see it for what it is. A tantrum against your rise. Ask yourself, what do they fear most about me? That's your weapon. Maybe it's your calm, your focus, your refusal to bend. Take that and wield it. When they push, don't push back, stand still. Let their energy crash against you and break. Neuroscience proves this works. Staying centered rewires your brain for resilience while their panic burns them out. Spiritually, it's your soul saying, I'm beyond this. You're not running, you're rising. Next, make it tangible. You've given them grace and elevation. Now anchor it in the world. Start small but bold. Speak your truth to one person who's ready to hear it, not the doubters. Share an idea, a vision, a step you've taken toward your mission. Watch how it lands. Does it spark something? Does it shift the air? That's your proof. Then scale it. Create something real. A project, a connection, a mark on the world that screams I'm here. Don't wait for their approval. They'll never give it. The universe doesn't need their vote. It's already backing you. Your actions aren't just steps. They're declarations of a new age. Balance is your edge here. This mission isn't a sprint. It's a war of endurance. Their voices will claw at you, trying to drag you into their mess. Don't bite. When you feel the pull, anger, doubt, exhaustion, stop. Breathe. Feel your feet on the ground, your pulse in your chest. Ask, is this mine or theirs? If it's theirs, let it go. Science backs this. Mindfulness cuts through emotional noise, keeping your prefrontal cortex sharp. Spiritually, it's your anchor to the higher frequency you're meant to hold. You're not here to wrestle their demons. You're here to rise above them. Keep your energy clean, fierce, unshakable. Now build your path. This isn't vague. It's yours, personal and razor sharp. Sit down today and write it. What's my mission right now? Not some lofty dream. Name it, concrete and clear. Maybe it's waking people up, healing what's broken, or creating what's missing. Then break it down, 3 steps you can take this week. 1. Identify your allies, those who feel your light without you explaining it. 2. Act. Do one thing that moves you closer, no hesitation. 3. Reflect, check what worked, ditch what didn't. This isn't theory. It's your blueprint. You're not guessing, you're crafting. Their frantic voices? Let them fade. They're checking on you, reminiscing, straining to pull you back into their past. But you're not that version anymore. You're the one who knows something they don't. A truth so potent it's rewriting reality. Science says your focus shapes your brain's reality filter. Spirituality says your vibration shapes the world. You're not just living this, you're leading it. Every step you take, every choice you make, plants a seed for the new era. You're not a mistake to be forgotten. You're a force to be reckoned with. This is your call. Stop apologizing for your power. Their discomfort isn't your burden. It's their wake-up call. You've got grace, progress, and elevation burning in you. Unleash it. Stand tall when they whisper your name, move fast when they try to catch up, and build relentlessly when they falter. You're not just fulfilling a mission, you're embodying it. The new age isn't coming. It's here, and you're the one holding the torch. Claim it now, chosen one. This is your time. In the end, your name isn't just a sound they stumble over. It's a vibration that cracks their illusions wide open. You're not here to answer their questions or soothe their fears. You're here to carry a torch they can barely comprehend, lighting a path through the dark they cling to. The mission pulsing through you isn't a burden. It's your birthright, forged in silence, tempered by their doubt, and unleashed through your unwavering resolve. You're the chosen one not because they say so, but because you've claimed it, and that truth will echo long after their voices fade into the void.